me parece muy pequeño, ¿no? ¿A ti?
Era como tipo una moto, pero en un coche.
The microcar is technically not a full car. That is, in many countries you don't even need an automobile driving license to drive it.
Si es amarilla, es de 50 centímetros cúbicos. Así para las motos. Entonces un chico de 16 años o 15 lo puede conducir.
Microcoche.
Yo le digo Tamagotchi.
Microcars have had a following in Europe for decades, but it's not an easy concept to define. Most of the time they're just two-seaters, have only up to a 500cc engine, one-wheel drive, and smaller wheels. The Smart Fortwo is sometimes considered a microcar. Unlike many of the others, it does require a driving license. But it's still often lumped in with microcars because it just has two seats and it's less than 3 meters in length. One of the all-time classic tiny cars is the Fiat 500, arguably the first city car. The Cinquecento is still a hot collectible, but today the real trend in tiny cars is electric. My first micro EV ride was in a Twike back in 2006.
Se conduce con los dedos, ¿eh? Aquí tenemos el acelerador, es este de aquí, y el freno.
It's an electric three-wheeled bicycle car, really. It can be driven in an all-electric mode or in a pedal-assisted mode.
Lo que pasa es que le llevamos pedales que con el pedal lo que haces es mover el coche, ayudar y reducir el consumo.
There's very few cars, gas or electric, that are this fast.
The next level up from the Twike is probably something like a Motors Nmg. It may look tiny, but the Nmg was demoed for me by a 6-foot rep from Seattle's Green Car Company.
That was 40 miles an hour in about 100 feet.
It's also called a personal electric vehicle, or PEV, because it's built just for one passenger. And since it's classified as a motorcycle, it can be parked like one. A step up from the PEV is an NEV, a neighborhood electric vehicle, like this Zap car I spotted in Google's parking lot. NEVs are also known as low-speed vehicles, or LSVs, and are defined as capable of reaching speeds of 20 miles per hour.
A neighborhood electric vehicle. In most of the states, they've been limited to 25 mile an hour. The state of Montana and the state of Washington, for the first time, raised the law so we can go 35 miles an hour.
The NEV class was originally created in the US in 1998 in response to people using golf carts or golf cart-looking vehicles to move around planned communities.
Nice car!
They're a fairly frequent sight in and around my parents' planned community in Northern California. And I even spotted one in nearby San Francisco, loaded down with enough gear to convince anyone you don't need an SUV to haul. Even if you're set on having a bed to haul stuff, there are miniature options. Back in 2007, the guys at Thunderstruck Motors showed me the Zap 3-wheeled truck.
This registers to the DMV as a motorcycle because it's got 3 wheels and it's under their max weight, which I think is 1,500 pounds.
Microcars are limited by design in speed, and for the current electric options in range.
What's the farthest you can go on a charge?
Farthest is I drive about 35 to 40 miles on one charge, and it takes 6 hours to charge.
But even in small towns like Cloverdale, California, where I spotted this Miles Motors EV, its young drivers understood that town cars are meant for one thing.
I take it around town all the time.
I'll take this as a sign that while I'm still struggling to understand these smaller classes of cars, there's a newer generation that understands that not every car has to fit every possible
I
need.
mean, it only goes 35. I can't get it out of town.
It's a good town car.
Yeah, so that's all you need it for, right?
Yeah.